You're welcome to my channel. Grace Enamari is my name. Always in and out of hospital. Always on medication or supplements in order for you to survive. Going from one laboratory to the other. Fed up of medications. Still always feeling unwell. If this is you, then this very video is for you. Because this was exactly my situation before I took back my health. And in this very video, I have listed 11 things that helped me take charge of my health. And the essence of this video is to help you take back your health, not just to recover, but after recovery, you'll be in charge of your health. You know what to eat and what not to eat. You know what to do and what not to do. That is the secret. And that is the secret of this journey into my wellness and into healthy life. Number one, stop all those carbs. Reduce carbs. Now, there are two types of carbohydrates, processed carbs and natural carbohydrates like yam, sweet potatoes, unripe plantain. They are all carbohydrates. But the worst of these carbs are the processed carbs. You must avoid them assiduously. Stay away from them. Breads, biscuits, it doesn't matter how light it seems or looks. Unless it's your own homemade bread, baked with your own known ingredients. But for the processed ones with the trans fats, because these are the real culprits in those products. Sodium, talking of sodium, the refined table salt, and then adding chemical preservatives and other nutrients, including flavors. Avoid them. This was one of the first steps I took. Number two, stay away from fried foods. If you love frying your food, it's time to stop. If you love your health, it was also the first step I took. I avoided fried foods. Stop frying my stews. You may think it's difficult, but if you want to know more how I cook my own meals and what makes it taste great, you need to also subscribe to this channel, because you will be seeing some videos already in the channel on what I eat and how I prepare my food without all those. Number three is stay away from artificial taste enhancers. You see, bouillon cubes, all those things you add to make your food taste great, my dear, they are not your friends. It was one of the first things I did. Till date, I don't use them to cook my meals. Yet, my meals taste great. There are natural ingredients that you can use, like onions, garlic, ginger, cinnamon. These ingredients brings out the natural taste with the help of sea salt. Your food will taste great without any frying, without any bouillon cubes or such taste enhancers. Then number four, stay away from breakfast cereals. Those things, convenient foods, ready to eat foods you eat in the morning. A good number of them are made with corn. Yes, you may ask me, is corn not good? Yes, corn depending, but it's not the food you should be taking if you want to take back your health. It was, as a matter of fact, during those days, I avoided including corn. But now I take moderately, because all natural foods are good, including seasonal foods, if you take them in moderation and cautiously. And then you have to also stay away from caffeinated teas. I was a very big fan of teas, black tea, green tea, all kinds of flavors, coffees. Now, if you are trying to take back your health, these are not nutrient-dense food, especially if you're a senior. I stopped teas for a while. For a period of time, I avoided teas because they make things like stomach ulcers worse. They are not dense in nutrition, and so I kept them off. So if you are also trying to avoid caffeinated teas, the problem there is the caffeine, and they won't help you if you are trying to take back your health. Then you need to also stay away from all those foods from supermarkets. I mean, when I talk of supermarket, canned foods, canned food, canned tomatoes, I stayed away from it. And up to date, I don't take canned tomatoes. Most of the canned food, whether it's canned soup, canned beans, or whatever is in can, they will not help you. All those fast food and ready to eat foods, you need to also avoid and stay away from them. Then number 7, include fermented foods occasionally. They help build up your gut health. I did that. Fermented foods like millet. I was fermenting my own millet because before then, there was nothing like fermented foods in my diet. A good number of you are living your life like that. You eat only the fast food, noodles and all pastas with no fermented foods. And that's why, because the gut health becomes weaker and weaker, and the healthy gut bacteria are not reinforced. Rather, they are diminishing on a daily basis, and thereby allowing those other ones, unhealthy ones, to be in charge. Then stay away from simple sugars. Yes, you heard me. As a matter of fact, I avoided all the sugar, including fake honeys, because there are too many honeys out there. So some of you may be enjoying some of them, thinking it's if you get a good honey, it's a good food. But I tell you, it's very difficult these days to get good honey. So when I was trying to take back I avoided everything called sugar, because sugar is a feeder of disease. And most of the foods we are consuming, they end up as sugars. So stay away from carbonated drinks, whether there is zero sugar or zero whatever. Remember that I said in an earlier video that even the zero sugar are even worse. Avoid them. Now, the next things I avoided, which I want to encourage you who is in that position to avoid, are those foods that are always tagged non-dairy, zero fat, zero cholesterol and whatever. My dear, they are not your friends. I stayed away from them. When you want to go for fat, you go for healthy fats, like the ones in coconuts, cashew nuts. But you see, trans fats, stay away. Avoid them like acids, which they are. So you need to avoid all those zero fat, zero cholesterol, zero dairy, and all of that. There are some milk that is flooding the market even these days. They call them non-dairy. If you want to take milk, stop all those demonizations. You go for it in moderation. I do. But don't say you are going for non-dairy. They are cheaper to produce. And if you check the market, you check the price, you discover they are cheaper. And which means they don't have nothing for you. They don't have anything for you. So you need to stay away from all these beautiful commercials aimed at winning the customers. You need to also read labels. If you are fond of not reading your labels, you start to do it now and know the exact ingredients in what you are buying. It was one of those habits that I also picked up when I was trying to take my health. Be very, very detailed and very determined to know what is in that food that you are buying, whether you're buying from supermarket, especially supermarket items. Then you need to also include cayenne peppers. Yes, you heard me. Because some of you are avoiding peppers. It's one of the foods you should eat on a daily basis because they help reduce the activities of yeast, especially cayenne pepper. Though you must take them in moderation, but I tell you, have you ever tried not consuming pepper for 3 months or 4 months? Some of you are doing it. It is one of the worst errors you can do to your health, staying away from peppers. Why am I saying this? Because I did it. I tried it. We were deceived that peppers are the cause of ulcers, stomach ulcers. So we avoided it for a long time. But thank God, today we know the truth. Pepper was returned. And guess what? Pepper is even a healing food, especially circulatory peppers like cayenne pepper. There are varying types of peppers. We have the black pepper, Negro pepper. We also have the other green bell pepper. We have all kinds of peppers. And I tell you, each pepper is unique. There are no two peppers that are the same, but you must also be choosy. Some of you, when you enter the market, I was doing that before. You just buy any pepper. You think pepper is pepper. Be determined, find out the pepper is that one. I began to do this very thing too. Be determined on the pepper you are buying and why you are buying it. And one of the things I also did, which I want to encourage you, is to stay close to natural foods, all the natural foods. Take them in moderation. Stop all this, avoid that. When a food occurs naturally, take them in moderation. Foods like walnut, peanut, some of them are seasonal foods. Don't rob yourself, because anyone you take in excess is definitely going to give you a negative result. So you need to follow this lifestyle. There are still more. And remember, as you get older, you must have to be making dietary changes and modifications. This is exactly why you must subscribe to this channel, because I am updating you on the latest changes I'm making to help me continue to enjoy a healthy body. And this new life is what I want you to begin to enjoy, because it is the healthiest way. No supplement. Some of you are still taking supplements. Yes, you heard me. I was a big fan of supplements, blood tonic and the rest. Blood tonic, I remind you, is not your friend, because they are easily toxic. I was so fond of all kinds of blood tonic before taking back my hair, but right now it's over 15 or 16 years. No blood tonic, no supplement and whatever, yet I'm doing good. This is exactly the life I want you to live. If you love this message, hit the subscription button and share it to your loved ones. Drop your comments if you have any. And thank you for watching. See you again.